Say you found the right apartment in France, is in the perfect location for you, the price is right, and the landlord asks you to bring a guarantor, someone who earns a French salary and who can cover the cost of your rent in case you fail to do so. The thing is that you don't know anybody in France and you can't bring a guarantor. So today's video is going to be about how you can get accommodation without knowing anybody in France. I am Ade Bukola. I've been in France for over 9 years and I've seen quite a number of people, expatriates, go through this issue of finding a French guarantor. We're going to look at two profiles in this video. That's the international student and the expat who just come to France to work. So for the international students, one of the fastest solution is applying for the government run accommodation at cruise, and it costs between 300 to 500 euro per month. And you need to apply towards June because places fill up really fast because they're the most affordable and it doesn't require a guarantor. The second solution, if cruise doesn't work out, is called Visale. It's a government-backed institution that provides you a certificate of guarantee in case you don't pay your rent. It's accepted by landlords. A second option would be applying on the Visale site. It's a government-backed scheme which supports people who do not have guarantors in France, who don't know anyone who can stand as a guarantor. And it's meant to help people who are from 18 to 30 years of age. It's an online application which takes about 15 minutes. You fill in all your details and you are issued a certificate. This certificate is what you give to the landlord and is accepted as if you have a physical guarantor in France. A third solution for international students would be private student housing arrangement where the landlords actually waive you needing a guarantor, and in exchange for that, sometimes the rent is even higher. And there are other forms of guarantee you can give, like leaving a bigger deposit. A fourth option would be to approach your international relations office in your school and ask if they have a list of university accommodation partners that they work with, which they can recommend for you to get affordable housing. Normally, this is not publicized, but you have to ask directly to get an idea of what they have to offer. It's not publicized, you have to ask. Now, I'll address the second profile, who are just expats that are looking for accommodation. One of the very first ones that apply for a Visale guarantee. It's meant for people that are up to 30 years of age. Now, Visale can also work for expats that are looking for accommodation in so much as they are not beyond the age of 30 years. A second option for expats would be to use companies like GuarantMe, who are private guarantors, and you just pay a fee and they'll stand as guarantors so you can rent your accommodation. A third solution for expats looking for accommodation in France is to have to pay a higher deposit. Some private landlords will be willing to accept this in lieu of a guarantor. They'll collect probably 3 months of rent upfront, and that can also serve as a form of guarantee. Last but not least, for expats, you can also look into flat sharing and co-living spaces. Usually the ask for a guarantor is not made so crucial at this point because since you're flat sharing, all that admin part is taken care of, so that could be an option. Practical tips for both profiles: don't wait until you are looking for accommodation before you apply. Start applying for Visale first before you start looking for your accommodation. Another tip: have all your documents ready in a folder: visa, passport, proof of income, and student card if necessary. Also, apply for multiple options at the same time so that at least you have, if one works out and the other one doesn't, you have options. So use all the options I mentioned above, use them all, and then let's see which one comes back with a positive response. Another thing is that it would be really great to try cities that are outside of Paris, like Bordeaux, Nantes, Montpellier, because landlords tend to be more flexible with international profiles. They might not even ask for a guarantor. And a last tip that might really help would be for you to write your first two sentences in French. If you're writing to the landlord, it kind of breaks the ice and makes them feel a little bit comfortable because you're making an effort. It doesn't have to be correct French, but the fact that you are writing in French, makes them more open to you. Finding accommodation in France can be quite difficult if you don't have a physical guarantor. But right now, the solutions I propose removes completely this problem. So it's not a puzzle; it's just a wall that you're going to surmount with all these information I provided. Actually, Visale applying for a government guarantor scheme actually removes the problem of bringing a guarantor. That's Visale. And if you don't qualify for Visale because you're above 30, private guarantee services like Guarant Me, like I mentioned, can also help out and be a solution for you. And even you choosing a city that is, outside of Paris can remove completely also the problem of providing a guarantor because landlords tend to. And so we've come to the end of this video. I have provided a guide below which you can use to help you start your process of looking for accommodation. And if you think your situation is specific and you really need one-on-one, you can also find contact details below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if it's been useful to you. If you like the content and it's making a difference, please follow and like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.